this shit on gold.
Welcome. And start off with EUR. See what we got.
I gotta wear my fucking. I hate school, bro.
Alright, like I said, EUR though. EUR, I was predicting it can go to this fair value gap right here. I was predicting, right? Which I still am predicting. It can go up to this fair value gap. It's most likely gonna go to the fair value gap. So I don't have too much knowledge on this, right? So, but it's most likely gonna go to that fair value gap. It's already too late. So EUR, I'm probably not gonna be looking at for the past week or two, maybe, depending on how quickly it drops down, right? So I'm not gonna try to enter a trade that's already dang near overdue, right? USD JPY, I really don't trade USD JPY. On a monthly, it just looks like it's going up. Let's go down on a weekly. Okay. Like I said though, hold on. So this is kind of too much. I ain't gonna lie, I won't ever trade this, honestly. It's a whole lot of price action on a monthly at that. So in this price action, it's not looking too good. It's not looking, clean to me, We could do a whole lot of something, like I said, tap into this fair value gap or this fair value gap. I don't really know, nor do I really care about JPY. Now, for USD JPY, not say USD JPY. For AUD USD, this is very interesting though. This is when it gets interesting, right? On the monthly, we don't really see too much, right? We are in this fair value gap, but it seems like it's getting disrespected, right? It seems like it's gonna get disrespected. Let's drop down to the weekly. And why is it getting disrespected? Most likely this weekly fair value gap. This is what's pushing price downwards. So knowing that, I'm looking for this to be the draw on liquidity. This can be one draw on liquidity. Just one of them. That's just weekly. Let's go to the daily. So what I was seeing, right? We took out this right here. This liquidity. We took out that. Dropped down. Did not cause a break of structure. Which, did we? No, we actually didn't. We didn't cause a break of structure. But tapping back into this order block, which is semi-high probability, it would have been high if we would have broke some sort of structure, but it did cause an inverse fair value gap, which is still kind of like a break of structure, right? So tapping into this, retracing back up to this order block. Now, this is interesting. It caused a break of structure right here. Perfect. My overall bias coming in was, my overall bias, I think it was like a week and a half ago. I thought we was going to tap into this daily. No, it's not daily. I thought we was going to tap into this daily order block, push up, and try to aim up all the way up here, right? That's what I thought we were going to do. But I'm seeing something different now. I'm seeing disrespecting the fair value gaps. I'm seeing a whole lot. So if we go back on a weekly, like I said, we got this fair value gap right here. Let's push the price lower. Right. We're on a downtrend. I usually don't really care about trends. I care about liquidity. That's really all that matters, right? So here's what we can do, right? I was thinking this order block will mostly get disrespected. I'm no longer looking for buys on this order block. I don't see us buying, right? Well, you could say, hey, we can hop into this order block, test back into this fair value gap, and then drop down. No. I was thinking that thought did come to my head. But you have to ask yourself, every break of structure is fair value. So when the market dropped down and broke this structure right here, when it broke this structure, you have to ask yourself, does it need to tap back in to this fair value gap? No, it does not. Because after breaking this structure, this big candle breaking this structure, you see we already retraced into fair value. We already did retrace. This whole thing is fair value already, right? This whole thing. So coming in, we already tap back in, causing another break of structure. So do we need to tap back into this fair value gap? No, we don't need to at all. It already created fair value and it already took fair value and continued down, causing this break of structure. So what I'm looking for on the daily, right? I can personally see us going all the way down here to this draw on liquidity, right? Just call it sell side, whatever you want to call it. I can see us coming down to here, right? I'm not really caring about the weekly. That's besides the point. That's external, that's like external liquidity. I don't really care about that, right? I'm looking for internal liquidity because remember, it's always internal before taking external. We have to take some sort of internal before taking external. That is the way the market goes. Is that a claim? Semi. Right? So causing this break of structure, I'm now looking for, if we go down to 4 hour, here's what we can either do, right? And this is where it gets kind of, we can take either trade off or either one, right? I was thinking, I first marked up to here, right? We caused this fair value gap right here, right? This fair value gap, oh, I just got tapped into. All right. But this fair value gap right here has this breaker block, right? Which makes this fair value gap high probability. So what we could do, which is not really high probability, we could hop into here, drop down. But what is telling us that price wants to go up there? Nothing. There's nothing that's telling price wants to go up here. What I'm seeing right here is we also have this order block, right? Keep that in mind. We have this order block right here, which now is a breaker block for this fair value gap. So we can tap into here and just say, frick this. We don't have to tap into here. We can just take this, and that'll be enough to take out this drawn liquidity, this daily drawn liquidity, right? That is enough, right? That could be enough. So, right? This was a high probability order block. Why? Number one, it caused a break of structure, leading up with a fair value gap. Hold on, that break of structure, right? So first, check out this liquidity. Taking out that liquidity, it broke structure, creating a fair value gap, broke this structure, still fair value gap, blah blah blah, and also took out this liquidity. So that order block in itself is very high probability. So telling us that we just disrespected that is saying that price wants to go lower. There is a bigger time frame draw on liquidity that we are seeking that most traders won't even realize because they don't go on a high time frame, right? So what I was predicting, I say frick this. We don't need to tap into here. We don't. So let's just delete that. This is more than enough to tap into, right? And this is for tomorrow. It could just be for tonight. I could just absolutely miss this, dependent, right? I'm not the type of guy to stay up 3 a.m. in the morning to take a trade. I'm not that type of. I'm sorry. I'm just not, right? I know I'm taking a while on EUR. EUR, not EUR. I know I'm taking a while on AUD, but this is worth it, right? This knowledge. This order block / breaker block is enough to push price down to take this strong liquidity. That is what I'm thinking right there. So what I'm looking for tomorrow, right? I'm just looking for it to tap into here, go on the 5 minute, and look for something like this. Tap in, boom, boom, take out that, boom, break of structure, aim all the way down. My bad. Aim all the way down for that. That's what I'm looking for. Overall, that is more than enough. I might go in the 1 minute, but I'll recommend staying on the 5 minute, right? But that's just overall what I'm looking for. That's AUD. Now, do I care about this weekly John liquidity. No, like I said, it's external. I don't really care about that. But hey, we're onto something, right? This is most likely gonna happen. Now going to USD CAD. Let me delete everything. USD CAD. I was saying on a monthly. Let's see. On a monthly, this is the John liquidity. This is a week high. Why is it a week high? I tell you right now. Any high that has little to no wicks. My theory is that is a week high. Slash, it could be a week low. You know, whatever. Week high. Not weak, not like weekly high. I'm talking about like not strong high, you know, that type. So I was saying this is gonna be a John liquidity. Like I said, we already kind of missed it. This was kind of, you know, last week. We don't need to worry about this, honestly. Like I said, I had everything marked up. Honestly, I would say crane this weekly for right gap slash daily. We could tap in, take out that John liquidity. Am I looking for that? Would I take that? Maybe. Depending on how I'm feeling, honestly. Everything is telling us that we are trying to take this out. Everything. Would you say, well, there's a twin. You know, when they say about twins, it's a lot of liquidity down here. No. Right? That is something to worry about in the future. But for right now, like I said, we have to take some sort of liquidity to take out that liquidity. Which, this is the John liquidity. So is there anything? Not really, honestly. We're most likely just going to go up. But I say, look at that, you know, is there actually high probability setups being presented? No, not really. Like I said, a fair right gap is not enough. A fair right gap with no breaker block is just not enough to just hop into. Because, you know, fair right gaps can get, you know, broken. And that's just me saying it, honestly. You know, you don't got to listen to me. That's just me saying that. If we do tap into hair, though, right? But yeah, if we tap into hair, it does have a breaker block. I'll be, you know, even better hopping in. But that's besides the point, right? I'm not going to really worry about that. GBP USD, let us do everything. We don't need, right? So let's take a look at a monthly. Okay, same thing as EUR, basically. But the difference is we are in this fair right gap slash inverted fair right gap with a breaker block, which is that right here, right? It's kind of confusing, right? Why is it confusing? Because if you go on a 4 hour, I could have did it on a weekly. No, we got it weekly. Right? Why is it confusing? Because we go on a 4 hour. We just took out this liquidity right here. This is why it's confusing. It can go either or. Can it go up? Yes. Will it go down? Maybe. This is kind of confusing, right? So taking out that liquidity, we ended up breaking structure, right? And now it looks like it's about to form a fair right gap. What qualifies this as what? If you guys know, you know. Right? What qualifies this as in what? Take a guess. Intermediate to high. Yep. This qualifies this as an intermediate to high. If it does create this fair right gap, this is a short-term range. Correct or correct? Yes, I'm correct. So this is telling me a lot. Knowing that we are in this monthly fair right gap, like I said, fair right gaps are not enough to push price up. It has to have a breaker block in it, which it does. That's where it begins to get confusing because it looks like it wants to go down. And this huge shooting star, whatever you want to call it, big wick, whatever. That's just, you know, whatever you want to call this. But traders know, just reading price, whatever you want to call this is not a good sign at all. Simple. Call it a shooter star, call it a freaking sword, call it a freaking cross. I don't give a fuck what you call it. But every single trader knows this is not a good sign of the market, right? The heck? But yeah, though, is it most likely tap in, go all the way up here. Maybe, just maybe. Looking at this candle alone, if it closes like this, which is in 15 days, right? I know traders like, oh, it's 15 days, I'm impatient. No. Realistically, anybody that likes trading and likes what they're doing, they wait 15 days. 15 days goes by like this. Because if you look at the market constantly, 15 days just goes like this, and by the time you know it, things is already, laying out, right? If it closes like this, this is a problem. I will predict that we are most likely gonna disrespect this fair value gap, aiming for this draw on liquidity, tapping into this order block. Maybe, right? Maybe we can do that. We can, but let's not stop at the monthly, because we need to go on the weekly, right? Weekly, daily. What can we look for? Okay, let's go on a 4 hour. Okay, so price already boosts off of this, right? I already hit that. Push down, bigger structure, right? Bigger structure. Don't mind me, I'm just reading, Bigger structure. Okay, congrats. I'm marking this stuff to make my chart look pretty, and for me to have the visual, thing. Marking your charts is very important. It gives you a visual, and it makes you have even more confidence of why you're hopping in trades, right? But okay, this is interesting, right? This is a high time frame STR, which is also a 4 hour intermediate high, right? Causing this, we took out this liquidity. Okay, congrats. All right, take out this liquidity. Tapping into this bigger block. Here. Tapping into this bigger block. Push the price down. Now price tap back in. Take this out. What could we maybe possibly see price do? If this monthly draw on liquidity is very, very strong, it's most likely won't care about this internal liquidity, right? Based off of my intuition, nobody can teach you this. I'm serious. Nobody can really teach you this. This is just based off of my intuition. What am I doing? Right. Space. Based off of my intuition, and I see this multiple times in the market. Alright? What we can do, possibly, and this is why I want to take a trade in. If we continue up, take out this internal buy side, and then continue down to that drawn liquidity. But I have to ask myself, is that likely? Maybe. But my intuition, like I said, if it does this, it's mostly gonna do that, That, I don't know what method that is. Call it whatever you want. The correct method. I don't know. If this is correct, that mostly gonna be correct. If that's correct, that's correct. Right? Whatever you wanna call it. Whatever. But I'm just saying, if my intuition is true and it lines up with everything, this is mostly gonna go and play, right? But yeah, so do we need to? This is the 4 hour, aiming for a monthly drawn liquidity. So, knowing that, the monthly seeks way stronger liquidity on a low time frame. All right, so we could possibly do this. We could. Because maybe the monthly is seeking stronger fair value to plus price. Like I said, to take external, we have to take internal first. And this is internal buy side. Why? Don't ask me why. This is just intuition. I'm sorry. I cannot tell you. What I can probably tell you logically is that price did not come to this equilibrium. It just tapped in, which had a good reason to continue down. But I'm just saying, the times where it's less likely to take liquidity is the times where it hits equilibrium. If it would have hit equilibrium, I would not care about that. I wouldn't care about this internal. But it did not hit equilibrium. So the monthly can be seeking internal to take external. 4 hour internal to take external. That's what the monthly can be seeking. Right? Again, I don't know. Like I said, can we maybe hop into the breaker block / fair value gap, continue down off of here, or can we just tap into this fair value gap, continue down? Maybe. I really can't say nothing, honestly. Let's just see what price does. And honestly, that's what most traders have to do. That's what traders fail in. They just don't look at what price is going to give them. This is just nothing but my thoughts. But my end goal is to see what price is going to present to me and what I can take out of it. That is my end goal. I'm just telling you what I think it will do. I'm not telling you what it will do. I'm just telling you what I think it will do. If it does this, it's most likely going to do that. And if it does that, it's most likely going to do that. That's just what I'm giving you. I can't tell you anything for a guarantee. But all I'm saying is, if it does do this, I'm telling you guys right now, look for sales. I'm telling you that right now. You could say, it also between the Fibonacci. Yeah, you can say that. You can. I'm not going to hate on it. You can. But I'm just telling you guys right now, if it does do it, look for that, right? I think I'm done, right? You guys get the point. I'm just trying to think. Will it, what would it do? Okay, let's just see. Let's see what the market. Okay. What is this? I don't trade this. I really don't. Realistically, I don't. But let's take a look at it anyway, because, it could present something. Alright. On the monthly, it's been going down. Alright. Call it what you want. But this is... this is obvious. I'm sorry to be such an ICT person, but this is obviously... Hold on, I'll be back. Alright. Back was saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, back was saying. Right? Alright, yeah. This is obviously accumulation because just maybe if prices wants to continue down, we could just take out this. What am I doing? What? Come on, man. What? Take out this. See down, maybe, whatever. But let's not try to be such a. Let's not try to predict something that's gonna happen in years. Like this probably will take 10 years. So let's not try to be like, let's take what we can get, right? All right. So I don't know. Like I said, this is not position that's on a monthly. Let's go on a weekly. On a monthly, we can do anything, honestly. On a weekly, what are we looking for? I don't know. So we can, you know, there's high probability like right here. Probably taking this internal liquidity. Is it enough? Most likely, probably. That's the most I could probably give you. Listen, I'm sorry. That's the most I could probably give you. Alright. Anything out of that, this is not clear price action. It's not presenting anything that looks A+. This is just one confirmation, right? It's a high probability order block. Why? You guys should know this. Sweeper liquidity. That's sweeper liquidity. Break of structure. Add on to that break of structure. Go to fair value gap. You know, that's just high probability. I don't have to spend myself, right? This is high probability or a lot. We could tap in, maybe. In fact, what's but I'll take the hourly confirmation. Alright, I'll just take that. Oh, that is true. Okay, hold on. We're on to something now, right? And this, what is that? Weekly order block. Weekly order block. It was accumulating. I'm sorry. Honestly, this is gonna take for hours. I'm sorry. So, alright, never mind. Let me not give up. Right. This is still something. You can still have it something. 15-minute. I don't know. Check out this liquidity. I don't know. Honestly, I may not just even trade that tomorrow. What I'm really looking at is AUD. That's what I'm really looking at. Alright, going to NZD. I don't trade that either. But let's do it for the fun of it, honestly. Guys, this is this is no joke. I'm gonna be honest, this is no joke. I didn't think my brain would get freaking like it's kind of frying up a little bit. You hear me? Come on, bro. It was that AUD that really take up all my, you know, whatever. But tapping into this water block. Pretty sure I marked that already. Daily. See what we could take. No, weekly. Tapping into fair value gap. Tap into there, maybe. Going to 4 hour. See what internal we could take before taking an external. Maybe. Yeah, I don't listen. I don't know. Let me stop saying I don't know. That, like, saying I don't know is very strong words. Don't ever use that for yourself. I'm sorry. Yeah. Don't ever say I don't know, because you just claim that you yourself don't know something. No. Let me not say that. But I can read it. This is easy reads. But what I look for? That's the thing. What I look for? Honestly, I don't really. Like I said, if I really can't predict what's gonna do, like I said, it could go from here. Yeah, it's drop down. You know. Would I take the trade? Most likely, freaking not. Honestly, do I care about going down to the freaking 5-minute and looking for confirmation and taking the sale. And do I? A little bit. Shoot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hold on, let me stop bluffing. A little bit. I'm saying so. This is high probability within itself. Gets a breaker block, high probability order block. Blah, 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 blah. Right, that's high probability. This is also high probability. Bounce off of. This is an intermediate to high. Short term range. Liquidity sweep. Not that. Liquidity sweep, right? According to that, going to daily. If the fair value gap is creating. Which is in 19 hours. Oh my gosh. So most likely if it taps back into here, we can look for sales. That's what I can really give you. If it taps back into there, we can look for sales. Right now, what is it doing? A whole lot of nonsense. This accumulation phase. Whatever the frick you want to call it. Accumulation. Look for manipulation to distribute. Alright. And I think we are. Oh wow, did we do it? Oh, we did. We did do that. Okay. Like I said, EOR is gonna go down, but I don't know. Right. But AUD, just know AUD is what I'm gonna be looking at mainly. AUD is presenting something. That's better. I need sleep. I'm sorry. Like have you ever had that feeling your brain is just like, you've been thinking too hard, now you're just kind of seeing like blurry, like your vision is not even like there anymore. Not your physical eyes. I'm talking about like your imagination type vision. Oh my gosh. I don't usually do this. As a matter of fact, this is my first time ever doing this. The frick? I don't get how Arjo does this. Yeah, I copied this motherfucking yeah, I don't got. Alright. I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing it for anybody watches this. Congrats, you watch it. I'm doing it for myself so I can remember what the frick I'm looking for. Because honestly, my brain is, it's blurry right now. So I forgot what the frick I'm looking for. John liquidity. Alright, yeah, I think we're done there. Alright. See you next week, maybe.